Hey YouTube fans, it's Carmen McPhail with United Country Lifestyle Properties of Maine, and today I am at 479 Enfield Road in the town of Lincoln. This house behind me has been fully renovated. It has 3 bedrooms and a bath, plus the kitchen, a small dining area, and the living room on the first floor. And then in the basement, there are 3 finished rooms plus the utility room where the washer and dryer are. A couple of the features of this house: it does have a front entry right into the living room. This side entry actually gives you a little mudroom area where you can take your boots and your coat off before you enter into the kitchen area, or you can go right downstairs from there. Also, it has this nice storage shed here for even more storage. You'll see that there's plenty of storage in the house, but it's always nice to have this for your lawn mower and your weed whacker and all the fun stuff that you need for winter. Under this white tube is where the head of the well is. It's nice that they marked it. I've actually had people that completely bury the well head. It's almost impossible to find. We've actually had to dig up part of a driveway before on a house just to look to see where it is. So this is where the well is. The septic is behind the house. It comes out just about a third of the way down the wall from this end, and it's in the back of the house. Also, there is a bulkhead for entering into the basement from the outside. Yes, there is a sump pump down there. No, I have not seen any water, and believe me, we have had a very wet spring here, so I don't know if it's just leftover from days before all of this was re-landscaped or if it's just a precaution. The home here at 479 Enfield Road is located on the corner of Route 155, or the Enfield Road, and the Smith Road. And this Smith Road is not a town maintained road, I don't believe. And it goes down and takes a turn, and we have 0.86 acres here, so it's a fairly good sized lot. My understanding is that these rods are marking the corner of this lot where the Smith Road turns, and it actually ends just before the Smith Road turns that corner. So everything in this direction all the way back out to Route 155 goes with this house. It's a little bit of an odd shape. It does have an outlot in the back of it, which is shown easily on the map. As you can see, nice sized deck here so that you can watch the traffic go by. If you'd like, see the sunrise, which would be that way. The sunset will be behind you. If you cut down some of the trees, you would see that. You might even get a little glimpse of Mount Katahdin from your backyard, but you'd have to cut down quite a few of the trees. Before we go in, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. We're gonna go in the front door like we were visiting. If you lived here, you'd probably never use this door except to come out on the deck. As I mentioned, this home has been completely renovated over the past few months. All new floors, all new paint. They redid the kitchen and the bathroom completely. The heating system, which is a forced hot air system, was already here in the house. It was installed in 1993, but everything else is pretty much brand new. Nice amount of storage. There's a storage closet here. There's another one in the hallway, and this is set up like a typical ranch. You can eat at the bar if you'd like. You can put a little table over to this side of the living room, or you could have this all be living room, and then this flows right down into a hallway where you can get to the 3 bedrooms. The way that they've redone this kitchen, I really love the fact that there's a lot of storage. They do have electric in this island. That's where they decided to put the dishwasher. So obviously there's water in this island. So if you wanted to put like a little mini bar sink in this island for some reason, you could do that. It has the nice flat top stove, and this is the double burner so that you can use it for small or large. It is matched with the microwave above, which has a exhaust fan in it, and then it has a nice size refrigerator, and then, like I said, plenty of storage. Here on my right is the first of the 3 bedrooms. The second one is here, and the third one is here. This one is the larger one, probably meant to be the master, but it would also make a great office space if you needed that. And then the full bath is here on my left. So as I mentioned when we were outside, this area here is the little entryway where you can put your boots and your coats before you come inside. Great way to come in when you have your hands full and just get rid of the stuff you don't want to track through the house. And then also if you have things that you want to put down cellar, the cellar door is right here, and we'll head down there. We've come to the bottom of the stairs in the basement, and this first door, this would make a great little pantry area. Put some shelves in here, have all kinds of regular storage for whatever it is that you like to, have plenty of in your house. It does have the electrical panel in it, and it is a 200 amp entrance. Plenty of room for expanding. And they have, once they put these new rooms in, they have actually added heat into each one of the rooms from the forced hot air furnace. So it'll be nice and cozy down here as well. This room is a little more finished than that one is. As you can see, the wires were hanging out over there and there was no real ceiling. They have put a dropped ceiling in here. They also have put a heat vent in here. And, this would make a nice guest room or an office, or a playroom for the kids. There's plenty of room here. There's room underneath where the stairs are. They left that open so that you could always use that for storage also. The final finished room in the basement is this one. Truthfully, I think this would be a great hobby room. I mean, you could make an office here, but it doesn't have any natural light in it, but you could have hobbies going on in here. And if you're somebody who does a little bit of woodworking or likes to do any kind of hobby that you wouldn't want to traipse all the stuff through the house, you've got easy access to the utility room here, and you can use the bulkhead to get whatever it is that you're using in the house. So we've stepped into the utility area of the basement, and there is a weight machine here. You could easily move that into the last room we were looking at and have your in-home gym in that room too. Be nice. So washer and dryer here. There is an electric hot water heater over in the corner here, and then we have the forced hot air furnace. And then over here is where the well comes in, the expansion tank for that, and also the sump pump just in case water comes in. But as you can see, it's fairly dry in here. I have no reason to believe that there's been water in here of any significance. As I mentioned, electric hot water heater. This goes through the slab but out into the septic tank, which is out behind the house along with the leach field. Okay, for those of you who don't know a whole lot about Lincoln, we have about 4,800 people here year-round. In the middle of July, we probably have more like 6,000. That is because we have 13 lakes plus the Penobscot River in this town. So we have a lot of summer visitors. We also have a lot of snowmobilers and ATVers who find this to be a great destination because we have interconnecting trails that will take you just about anywhere. We're about 45 minutes from the city of Bangor. We are probably 4.25 hours from the city of Boston. We're about exactly the same from the city of Quebec. This house is located, I'd say it might take you 2 minutes on a normal day, and probably a lot less than that if you have an emergency to get to the local hospital, which is Penobscot Valley Hospital. The town of Lincoln also has plenty of dentists. We have eye doctors. We have 2 different places where you can have a doctor and go for a doctor visit. And then we have shopping. We have mom and pop stores. We have Martin's. We have Walmart. We have a couple grocery stores. And those are, maybe 3.5 minutes away, even in the summer when we have more traffic. So, great location, outside of town, just far enough that you feel like you're in the country, but not so far that it's a chore to get to town. This house is also about probably 15 minutes from the public boat landing on Coldstream Pond. Coldstream Pond is the largest lake in Penobscot County. It is a cold water lake. It is about 118 feet deep, and I don't even know how many miles long it is, but it's one of the largest lakes around. It is a great place to fish. It's a good place to boat, and it's very popular with visitors as well as locals. So the square footage on this house is 960 feet here on the first floor, and then an additional, I'd say it's close to 500 feet downstairs, might be even a little bit over that, that's finished in the basement. Again, the lot size is 0.86 acres. The price on this house is $239,900, and the taxes on this house are $2,915. Thanks for coming on this tour of 479 Enfield Road in Lincoln with me today. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our videos. Don't forget to give me a call if you have more questions on this or any of our properties. My number is 207-290-0371. Carmen McPhail, United Country Lifestyle Properties of Maine, and have a great day.